Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make some homemade headbands. Actually, specifically, I'm going to show you how to make the roses that go on the headbands. And one of the reasons I'm doing this today is because I made some for some friends and they've all been asking me how, because they would like to make them themselves. So I figured I would share the love with you. These are actually made out of some onesies that I had from my kids that they had grown out of. So this is kind of a fun way to use old shirts or onesies or sweaters that you have lying around. You can also make them out of yarn, out of ribbon, and you can make them out of remnants of fabric that you have left over from other projects. So it's a very economical way to go. When it comes to headbands, you can get pre-made ones at the craft store. You can also go to the dollar store and find headbands there. They have all sorts of styles. You can get these lace ones at the craft store, or you can make your own. You can just buy elastic. They have all sorts of different types of elastic that you can do, and you just need a needle and thread to make that. Some other things you're going to want before you get started is your hot glue gun. You're going to want to get some jewels or buttons or things that you can put in the center of your roses. You're going to need a good pair of crafting scissors and a candle, because one of the flowers that I'm going to be making, you need a heat source. So I will go ahead and get started. The two flowers that I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you the flower that you use a candle to make the petals come up, and I'm also going to show you how to make this little rosette. These are fun. And you don't just have to use them for headbands. You can actually put them on, I've got some on lampshades. You can put them on a brooch. You can make, it's not just for kids. You can make all sorts of fun things. The first flower that I'm going to make is the rosette. You can use any type of fabric or ribbon for this. I think the sky's the limit when it comes to textures and styles of fabric. And you just need a remnant. I'm going to cut a strip that's about an inch. You can go as wide or as thin as you want, and you can go as long as you want as well. It just depends on how big you want your flower to be. And you can make them for one headband. You can use several different flowers on one, and you can have different sizes. So the first thing you're going to do is fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half again. And then all you do is you start rolling in from the end to make your rosebud. And you just keep rolling, and you're going to want to fold the piece of fabric as you go. I prefer my rosebud to be about the size of my thumbnail, but you can make it as big or as small as you want. Some people prefer the rosebud. It's just a matter of taste. So that's about the size of my thumbnail. Then you're going to take just a dot of hot glue and seal that shut so that your rosebud is sealed. And then you're going to just start turning the fabric around the bud, just like that. And really, the messier the better. I think it makes it look unique and pretty. And you don't have to keep folding it as you go, because as you turn, it naturally folds. Depending on how large you make your rose, you might want to put another dot of glue just to seal the work that you've done already so it doesn't come unraveled. And then you're just going to keep turning. As you get to the end, you can either tuck it tightly to the side, or you can put a dot of glue on the bottom and just tuck it underneath. That's actually the way that I prefer it, because you don't notice it once you've glued it to your headband. And then from there, you can grab one of your stickers and you can hot glue it to the center, which is very pretty. I actually prefer the look of the rosebud in the center. And then you can hot glue, or you can use a needle and thread to attach that to your headband, or you can hot glue it to one of these little alligator clips. So there's your rosebud. And like I said, it's, I think, really pretty when you mix and match with different colors and different fabrics. The next flower that I'm going to show you, you just need some source of heat. I like to use a candle. I like to enjoy the scent of a candle while I'm working, and it also just gives you the effect that you want for the petals. So you're going to cut your fabric just into little circles. You can do as many circles as you want. It's actually really pretty the more circles that you use, but for now I'll just show you 3. And all you do is you put the fabric right above the candle, and this really only works with a satin fabric. And you just put it above the heat. And don't worry about burning yourself. It looks super dangerous, but I still have all my fingers. I've never actually burned myself to the point of concern while doing this. And see how pretty that is? It just gives it a very natural look. And so you just keep doing that. And like I said, it looks really pretty with lots of layers. And when you get all the layers done, you can either hot glue them together, or you can use a needle and thread. Either way is fine. Some people prefer to use a needle and thread because then it stays on. Sometimes the hot glue doesn't keep it on as well. So all I'm going to do is put a dot of glue on each layer. And you can do this with so many colors. It's very pretty. And then for this one, I think I'll put this stone right here in the middle. And then again, you can attach that to a headband or a clip or a picture frame or a birthday present. The sky's the limit when it comes to that. If you have a fabric like this that I used for the rosette that would not take well to the flame, you can actually just cut the same circles that I did, and you just don't put it above the heat, and it gives you a really pretty flat flower look like I have in this headband right here. And you can see as you use more layers too how pretty that is. I hope I've inspired you to make some pretty things for your house and your kids.